Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for staying with us. As you can see, we have two beautiful guests here, right? Okay, so what's your name, please?
My name is David Oluwakaridewala.
David, good to have you here.
And Oyewole Oluwatofumi
Sorry?
Christiana. Oyewole Oluwatofumi
Oluwatofumi. So good to have you on the show. They are actually teenagers, right? So we are giving you guys the opportunity to ask that question you've been wanting to ask your parent, your guardian. We are giving you the opportunity to ask the question. All right, so I would like to start with you, David.
All right, my question is based on boundaries and policy.
Okay.
Boundaries and policies.
Yes, the question is, why do our parents like to control our choice and decision?
I didn't get that, please.
Our parents, why do they like to control our choice and decision?
Okay, you're saying why do parents control their choices and decisions?
Let me give you an example.
An example, okay.
It happened when last week my mommy made something, then I was like, I don't want to eat this. And she was like, Rara, no, you must eat it. Me, you must eat it. Ole, how they put this in your bag concept? You cannot be the head. And
You have the choice.
yes, and I was like, wait, me so anything, it didn't mean anything. I don't feel like eating it.
You don't feel like it.
But I was like, Kinsha Jekin.
Which food in particular?
There is rice and me. I wanted to do a band.
Why are you interested in the food?
It's rice. What are you doing about it? Your
Your
mom is a good
After
mom.
I discuss.
No, I didn't mean it. Probably she thought where I actually responded to, but me, I was like, wait, what I just said was just a little thing. It doesn't have to escalate.
You wanted a bar.
thing. Yes.
Your mother said you should eat rice.
Exactly.
I think every one of us here experienced something like that.
You know. It's because we have varieties. Some of us when we're growing up, we not get varieties. We eat about 7 days. Monday about Tuesday.
She was actually taking it in another way, thinking like she wants her own to come over me. Like she was like,
Okay,
so
I think we have a call coming in.
All right.
All right, let's hear what this person has to say. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please, who is on the line? Sorry, sister. Flora, please, where are you calling from? From Ikeja. Okay, so do you have a question or a contribution to what we're talking about? All right. Let's hear what you have to say, ma.
Okay. Thank you very much for what you people are doing. You have been listening to your conversation since the morning that you people started the show. You know, but what brought me to answer the question about the young boy that just asked a question. They asked why is it that parents or guardians, you know, mistrust or in other way they don't want their children to have their way. So that is what I want to contribute to.
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
the young boy to pay attention. So my answer is to him, David, you know, it's not that we don't want you to have your way or to do whatever you want to do, but I just want to let you know that you are not ordinary child. As a spiritual guardian or a brother, God gives you people to us to look after you. There are some things you think you know, but you don't know it all.
Yes,
You know,
ma'am.
so you have viewed it from the beginning to the end. There's nothing wrong there. But because we are both spiritual or more than you, that's why we see what we cannot see. So I want you to calm down. Don't take it or think that we don't want you to have what you want to have.
Yes,
or
ma'am.
do what you want to do. So like what I said, with the spiritual level we are more than you. So that is why we are there to guide you. So please, don't let me begin to bother you. Because as I said, you are not ordinary child. You are special.
Thank you so much, ma.
You are not at the wall. So you have to calm down and take the instruction of your guidance. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much. David, did you hear what she said? She said you should
Yes,
calm
yeah.
down. That is because they love you. Mama, do you have anything to say concerning what he asked?
Concerning the question.
Why do you not want to eat the food?
That's
First
Bam.
question. After going through the stress of preparing the food, then you now said you have one particular
I
choice.
know Sabi the cook. Oh.
Can you
Why?
cook? Can you cook? You see?
So yeah, our parents know the best for us. And then when it comes to food, though nowadays we have menu. Do you understand? You have food timetable. Back in those days, there's no food timetable. It's what your parents cook that you are going to eat.
Yeah.
Fine, maybe probably you have a timetable and you are supposed to eat something at that time and you are not eating that, or probably you wanted swallow and she was saying you should eat rice. Then your duty as a child is to obey. Is to obey. That's your eba can come later.
Later.
But at that moment, your duty first is obey. To obey what your mother or your father has said. Because that's what gives them joy.
Yes.
That you are not going against what they have said. You are not going against what they have made provision. In fact, they will ask you, is it your money?
Did you
No.
give money?
Did you provide for the food? So whatever I've given you, you should eat it with joy.
Yes.
Then you can later table your something and say,
Yes.
mommy,
I'll still
I'll still eat it
You
later.
see it, Eba.
Do you understand? That's on a joyful note. She will accept it. But then probably the way you presented it at
I
that
was about
moment.
coming to that. Yes. Yes.
And then, according to what concerning this thing, I remember something. This thing actually helps me a lot. In not being picky when it comes to food. For somebody like me, there's no food I can't eat, and that's one of the reasons why my mom likes me very well, and that is why I can stay with anybody. There are some people, if you don't know how to eat plenty different kind of food, you can't stay with anybody. By the time they will cook the food, say, I can't eat it. Because I can't eat it. One of the things that that my mom told my wife was that, thank God that you are lucky you married this guy, because you don't have any issue with food.
With
That
food.
can actually help you. By the time you get to school and you don't have food to eat, and your roommate have food, and you say you don't like the food, you will be in hunger.
Hunger strike.
So you have to learn it, that any food that comes, I will eat it as far as it's not poison. And it will sustain you. You understand? It will actually help you, because sometimes we just feel like our parents are, by the time you grow up, you will now know that what our parents were trying to do, it will help you. Because I'm coming from experience now. Gloria, I don't know.
Yeah. Have you heard that, David?
Yes,
What did she say? Calm.
Down.
Calm.
Down.
Eat rice. Eat eba. Did you hear? All right. Our line is still open. Okay, right now. Over to you, Tofumi. What is that very question you want to ask your parent, your guardian? You have the.
Okay, so firstly, I would like to say a little bit to what he said
All right.
about food that we don't eat. Like, for example, I don't eat beans, and they made beans.
Maybe you're allergic to it.
Yes. So am I supposed to eat the beans
Eat it with joy.
when I don't eat it?
How do you not eat this?
Okay, it's actually possible to not be able to eat
When you were
beans,
given to you, the doctor say that you can't eat it.
but I don't like beans.
But Mr. Anointed, I think in regards to that, for me personally, I don't eat beans because of my stomach. Whenever I eat beans, there's a way it reacts. Yes. So when they cook beans in the house, my mom is like, okay, you get bread. Take bread and tea, take bread. She will make provision for that. Do you understand? So I believe if it is something you are allergic to, your mom loves you now. She will make provision for something else. Not when nothing is wrong with you. She makes eba and you are saying you want to eat fried rice. Okay, so yeah, what's your question?
Okay, so my question is about overprotective parents.
Okay.
Parents can be very unbearable and overprotective.
Sometimes.
So
Or every
most
time.
times.
Most times.
Yes, most times. So, a scenario whereby, for example, I went to vigil with friends, like one much. We're like
Okay.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
We're much. Okay, Daddy, this is where I'm going to. Okay, call the pastor. Oh, if I've gotten there or not, oh, you can call. Oh. On the way, hello, Tofu Michette Debe. We're almost there, but we just left the house. Ibole we're at the gates now. We say, okay, we cut. Few minutes after, I'll call again. She Debe, no teba lobe mak pada wale, come back home. Don't go again. What is this? The time is dark. Can't you see the time? I said, Sir, Daddy, this is 8 o'clock. We'll be like, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to be in this house by 7. Okay. We get to the vigil. Vigil starts. We finish vigil 3 o'clock. 20 missed call.
Is he called?
Kilo day.
I-
Kilo shele.
I understand.
Are you angry
No,
now?
after I picked, Daddy, the video was going on. I cannot pick the call. Next time you pick my calls. No. Why would you not pick my call? That the video was going on. What she back on here? One lost it up, but he said I should not go out in the dark. It doesn't matter. go with one person, but we were 7 when we were leaving, and you said it was Sidak. I don't care. It's not my. Don't not tell me. You pick my call next time, or you not go. Oh, tell Lovijimo, Mati Bami Soro Vijimo. Oh, look. Why? Just
I think
why?
I have experienced that. Mommy, please, why do parents do that? Thank God we have you here. What do you have to say in regards to that, ma?
Your parents love you now.
But the
And they care
overprotectiveness
for
is too
you.
much.
You said that it's too
It's
much.
too
The love
much.
is too much.
It can
It's not
actually
too
hinder
much.
them from things that they're meant to really see.
No. See, right from when you are small, there is a way your parents take care of you. Then as you grow, there is a way they still take care of you. You know, the way you take care of a toddler is different from the way you take care of somebody that is like getting to a teenager. Do you understand? So gradually things changes. Then back then, there is security. Life is different. But now, things have changed. We are in the Gen Z or whatever you call it
Gen
world.
Z.
A lot of computer, a lot of so many activities. So parents need to be very, very careful and cautious. A child that you don't love, you don't care about them.
Yeah.
But is it possible for you to give birth to a child and not love that child and not care?
Care.
Let me not put love now and not care for that child. You want to know everything that is happening to that child part time.
Yes.
It's not that the parents is overprotective, but then it will not need now. You are the one they have. Will they care for another person's child?
Yes.
No. So their focus is more on you.
Okay. Tofobi, have you heard that? It's because they love you. I think we have a caller. Let's hear what this person has to say. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Who's on the line?
I am a teenager. So,
A teenager. What's your name, please?
I am David.
David. You have a brother here. David, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Matogun.
Matogun. All right. Do you have a question or contribution?
I have a question.
All right. So what's your question?
Firstly, I thank you for this great opportunity to ask a question to something that has been bothering me.
Okay.
So, how do I tell my mom not to check my message on my phone without getting offended? Because whenever I tell her not to check my messages on my phone,
Yeah.
she will feel like, am I not the one about the phone?
That bought the phone. I understand you. All right, David, thank you so much for calling. All right. Just stay tuned. You will get the answer to your question. Thank you so much, David. Did you hear what David said?
Is he hiding something inside that phone?
Okay,
What's
yes,
he
David.
hiding there?
What are you hiding in the
There's
phone?
nothing wrong if your parents check your phone.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. Though when you have a trust for your child,
Yeah.
though gradually it will reduce when you trust that child. But then if you are not hiding anything, there's nothing wrong in your mother seeing what you are doing online. See, we can in school. Children have so many distractions, and you can't pick a friend. You can't choose a friend for your child because they are in midst of other children. So you can't separate your child from them. You can't say, don't socialize, don't talk to this, don't talk to this. No, they are in a group, in a class. Definitely they will interact. But then you see some things you don't want your child to have.
Yes,
So you try and
yes.
protect that child from that thing.
Yeah.
So you try at home because you can't do that in the school. Do you understand? But then when you see, like when you are going for video now, your father is saying, okay, you are going in company of people, okay, when you are leaving, when you get to a particular place, it's a duty of a parent. They will call to ask, have you gotten there? Yeah. At now, you are still feeding under them. They are the ones feeding you, clothing you. So they are responsible for everything.
Yeah.
So you have a duty towards them.
Yes.
Yes. So they will call to ask you this and that. Have you gotten there? Have you done this? Have you done that? Because they know that you are going in the company of people.
Yeah.
And then at times when they see the company that you keep.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And the world that we are in, sorry to chip this in, it's just like you see a girl now, she wants something skimpy. And you at home, you want your child's son to be like this. Do you understand? To be above the new. So definitely when you see that, and most times the girl will tell you, no, that's my friend. It's not actually like that. Her dressing does not define her. But actually your dressing defines you.
Yeah, it does. Dress the way you want to be addressed.
Have you heard?
Yeah. So your parents love you. There is this proverb. Let me read it.
Okay.
Sorry, I think Proverb 23:20 from 22, the Message translation. It said, listen with respect to your father who raised you. And when your mother grow old, don't neglect her. Buy truth. Don't sell it for love or money. Buy wisdom. Buy education. Buy insight. Parents rejoice when their children turn out well. Who wants a child that will not turn out well?
Very true.
So it's the joy of a parent when your child is doing good. Just like, you wear shoulder
Be
pad
proud.
now.
Be
Be
proud.
proud. Do you understand? So I said, parents rejoice when their children turn out well. Wise children become proud parents. So make your father happy, make your mother proud. So if the parents, if you are not doing what we ought to do, by the time you grow up, you say, after all, you are not there for me.
Yes.
See, whatever our parents do, in the future we'll remember them, either for good or for bad. Do you understand? Let me cite a scenario. When we were growing up, there was a time my father, I think I wanted to write GCE. It's not even at that time. A lot of things has happened before that time. So I wanted to write GCE. I bought the form. So I was like, he should give me money to transport to GCE office and submit my form. He said he does not have money. I was really angry. I was like, you have? He said he does not have. And then his brother's daughter came. So when this girl came and they narrated what and everything that happened to them, my father brought out money. Yes.
Wow.
And he gave that girl money.
And you, it's.
And I was like, you don't understand, it became an issue on that day. We're like, how will you give other people money? And then he said, you will understand when I tell you I don't have. But you see, these people, they will not understand because they don't have. And they will not see somebody to help them. And then gradually as we were growing, do you understand? It was like, this father did us wicked things. Do you understand? At times when we ask him, you say, no, he might give you later. But then at that moment, he's just like, you want this thing, you want it now. And he will tell you that you can still wait a bit for this thing.
Yes.
So that's one thing with our youth. You want this, you want it now. You do this, you want to. Do you understand? At times parents will be like, I can see, I know, you can still wait, calm down.
That's a lot of
Do you understand?
Yes.
So parents love you, so they want the best for you. And then when you are doing well, it's the joy of that parent.
Yeah.
They become happy. But then when it's the opposite, it grieves them too.
Yeah.
And there is nothing they can do about it. And they can't hide they can't hide that child forever, because definitely people will know, and then it become a laughing stock to them. So and in fact, there is no. He said that Bible verse that said, if you wicked people know how to give good gifts,
how much more?
So there's no parent that does not know how to give good gifts, except when they are limited, when they don't have it to give at that moment.
Yes.
So take your parents for who they are. They want the best for you. We all want the best for you. So we want you thriving, and then we want you secured safely from all those dangers and every other thing that is out there. Because you know when you see somebody, this one have a PhD, you be like, my child too.
My child
grows up and get this, it's a joy to every parent. So at times we need to instill discipline. Do you understand? We need to instill discipline at times and not allow you to go scot-free. And then at times we need to search your stuff so that at times child behave in a way do you understand? In a way you want them to see them. Do you understand?
Yes.
And do you understand? Behind the scene,
they are doing something else.
Other character. But when you detect it on time, you are able to change that child's focus. You are able to change, because they are caught in the act, they change. Like there's this story of the my Bamiloyes. When the son got a girlfriend in school, he has a personal diary. He's always writing stuff and everything. So the day he talked to the girl, he noted it down that he had a girlfriend and all that. And everything they were discussing, he was putting it down. So on one particular day, the mother just decided to go and clean up the room. As she was arranging, she found the diary. So when she read it, she SS1 or SS2. And funny enough, the boy was not doing very well academically. They said in all the subjects, it's only in fine art that he gets good grades. Every other, do you understand? For that child to come home, in fact, at that moment, the mother is boiling. Do you understand? So it's just, the expectation is when that child comes home, the mother will just bring down the heaven.
Panebit.
Do you understand? Panebit and do everything on that child. But then, that's why as a parent, we need to learn humility. We need to learn self-control. Do you understand? At times when our children react in a way, at times you pause.
Yes.
You don't just react the way they react.
Yeah.
You want to know the reason why they react that way and all that. And then you sit them down and say, this and this you have done is not good. So change from it and all that. So when the child came back, she has discussed with the father, so they said they will not discuss it now. The child came back, was doing every other thing. They did not even discuss it that day.
Wow.
After a while, they now called him. They now, is there anything you need to tell us? He said, no. Are you sure? You are not hiding anything? Say it. We are your parents. We love you. We want to know everything about you. We want to be your best friend. We want you to confide in us. The child said nothing. So when they now brought out the diary, he now started crying. Do you understand? I now started crying. And so they discussed the issue. They said, right now, this is not what you need. So it's not a time to just flog that child and everything, because at times when we flog them, there's a way we, do you understand? He sent them away. Then they look for a listening ear, which is usually their bait.
Yes.
That will not counsel them well.
Yes.
So there is a way you can attend to that child and not send that child away to make that child feel free to be able to confide in you. And then the mother said, so you go and meet her, you tell her you are not doing again. And that settles it.
Wow. Wow.
So
Thank
your
you very
parents
much,
love
ma. Wow. That was a very, very nice one. Mr. Anointed, you were saying, when you were SS1, did you not have babe? Say the truth.
No, I didn't have babe.
When you were
But I have female
SS1,
friends.
hey, female friends.
You understand? I have to be, because we have the fear of God.
Hallelujah.
This generation, they don't have fear of God again. They just want to do.
Now,
We
so,
have the fear of God.
okay.
So we used to.
I choose to believe what you say.
You understand?
If you say so, sir. If you say so, sir. So I believe you've learned some things from what she said, right?
yes,
It's because they actually love you. All right, so we gave you opportunity to ask questions, right? I want to ask too. And I'm throwing this to mommy. Thank God you are here.
Okay.
I believe we've been in this situation where you did something and your mom will be like, tell me the truth, I will not beat you. I believe we've experienced this thing. I experienced it growing up. My mom would, did you take it? Tell me the truth. I will not beat you. I just want to know, and I'll be crying. I'll be like, okay, mommy says she will not beat me. I'll not say, okay, mommy, I did it. The kind beating where my mama go give me. Why is it that? See, because that takes me to the last question I want to ask, like the teenagers. So I say, why is it that teenagers find it difficult to trust their parents? That was why I brought in that scenario. Because you told me now to tell me the truth, to tell you the truth. And you wouldn't beat me. I now told you the truth. And you... Do you think I would trust you next time? You see? Mommy, are you guilty? You see, next time will I trust you to tell you other things?
Open up to you.
To open up to you. Because yet teenagers say, I don't trust my mom. I don't trust my mom. You know? I have a friend of mine who said... she rather tells me things. She was like, I thank God for your own mom. I said, why did you say that? She said, when she trusts her mom and tell, okay, this thing is happening to me. Guess what her mom does? Her mom will tell that same thing to her friends. Like her mom's friends. She'll tell her friends. And these, her mom's friends, have children. The mothers too will tell their children, and then they will start using that thing to laugh at the girl. And the girl will be like, this is something I trusted, I told my mom. And like, never in my life, I can't trust my mom again.
Mom is a talker.
So mommy, speak on behalf of our mothers, please.
That is not enough reason for a child not to trust his parents. That's not enough reason for a child not to trust his mother. A child have done something wrong.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, I will not beat you. Tell me the truth, I will not beat you. Just say the truth, I will not beat you. Say the truth, I will not beat you. Once is enough for that child to say, this and this I have done.
Why are you wasting my time?
The mother would have asked, tell me the truth, I will not beat you. Before you did not say, okay, I did like this. So the mother will now get angry and say, because I've been asking you since you did not say the truth, I will now beat you.
But that was not what you said, though. You said I should say the truth.
Yes, that's why the child should also say the truth timely, on time. When the parent is asking, say the truth at that moment. Then when you prolong it, you give that parent the room to also discipline you for not telling the truth on time. There's not
Okay, she said they didn't give us a time range.
Yes. See, before a parent will beat a child for not telling the truth, or probably the truth comes out later, it will not be the first time.
Yeah.
It will not be the second time.
Yes.
It may not even be the third time. The child might have been doing it like instead of it becoming a regular thing, the mother will say, I will beat you today so that you will not even do it again. Do you understand? And then you also mentioned something. You said probably a child tells the mother something.
Mom and she,
you know,
the mom told her own friends.
You know, as a parent, you know, we talked on being overprotective. It's not that we are overprotective at times. We want you. It's just like, I've made this mistake. I don't want you to go through the same mistake I've made. Or, okay, I know this thing, if you do it, it's going to be a wrong thing. I don't want you to do it. That's what I'm telling you before you do it, so that you don't do it.
Yeah.
But most times, it's just like there was this boy in my son's school. The father told him that when he was young, he joined the secret cult. So the father saw him having some friends, and the father felt those friends were not good. So the father opened up to this boy that when he was in school, and the boy now, he was like, because he joined court. That's why he's now telling me not to follow friends. Is it not to protect him?
It's not protected.
But then that child at that moment is just like, my father did not want me to mingle. But the father has seen something. That's why he's saying, don't do this, don't do that. So if a mother is saying, don't tell me the truth, you don't tell me the truth, then I'll beat you. It must have been over and over. So the discipline or the flogging is just to deter that child not to do it again. So that you know that next time if you do it, I'm going to discipline you. Then also, a parent's going out to tell the secret of probably what the child. We all want to be a friend to our child, but then, you know, a friend, if you are my friend now, I can advise you, you can advise me, but there is a limit to your advice.
Yes.
Because we are both reasoning at the same level. Do you understand? Compared to that of a parent. Do you understand? So we are reasoning at the same level. So in fact, you can't tell me to sit down, I will sit down. Because you get to say, I'll be like, you're not senior me. You can't tell me to shut up. Do you understand? But a parent can tell you, shut up. This is the reason why I'm telling you to shut up. Do you understand? So as a parent, we should try to understand our children. We should try to understand them, be patient with them. Then communication is very important. Because of the world we are in now. During our own time, your mother will carry kondo. Once you do it, you understand? In fact, when you now run to your neighbor will use cane to send you back. But here now, I can't beat you because your parents, your mom can get angry and fight me over it.
Yes.
And tell you that if you are complaining about my child's dressing, is she your child? Did you buy it for her? Do you understand? So there is a limit that I can caution you. If your parent, some will even tell you, if my parent is seeing it good, if you are seeing it bad, it's irrelevant.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I've heard stuff like that.
It's irrelevant if my parent is not complaining.
Yes.
So your own complaint.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
If
matter.
my mom is not saying anything about it, then it's fine.
So as a parent, we should understand our child. Then we should sit down and always talk to our child. Listen to them and advise them accordingly. We want them to confide in us, truly. But then as human, there is that tendency that at times we flare up. At times, some news we hear scares us. You hear something, do you understand? Fear first catch you first, and you react on that fear. So then, we need to build that. Do you understand? That confidence in our child. That's okay. Let's hear them out first. Hear them out first. Then you cannot advise accordingly.
Yeah.
And then with prayer also, because you need prayer to support. Because the distraction out there is much. It's much. You can't hide your child from it. The smoking, the drinking, and every other thing. So they will tell them, test it. There's nothing wrong in it. And it starts from there.
Yeah.
So, but then what you have fed your child with inside, at home, we help them outside and say, no, this thing is not good. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a bad friend. I must not associate with this one. And they will be able to stay clear of that friend. But you can't go to this friend and say, you, this friend, don't follow my
Don't
child.
follow my-
If that child has not
Yes.
made up his mind not to follow.
Yes.
So, a parent, you don't go out discussing your child's
Your child to
issue,
everybody.
except if it's like you needed a counsel.
Yes.
And then if you have found out that this and this is happening, because the person you are telling has his own issue too. Do you understand? But then you can get wise counsel. But then there is a limit to how you expose your child. Then that child becomes a laughing stock.
Stock.
So there is a limit in which
Yeah.
rather you go to the one that can hear you. Do you understand? That can proffer solution for you, which is God. So you take that child to God. As you are
God.
counseling that child, you're also praying for that child.
child.
That
God.
God should change that child, or God should touch, or wherever area you want God to minister to that child.
Yeah.
And the Bible says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man
Availeth
produces tremendous results. So you get a better result when you come in with your father,
Yeah.
rather than telling a friend that cannot take off that burden completely.
Wow. Wow.
I remember something.
Okay.
Because I need controlling what you watch, you know.
Yeah.
Those days around 2004, 2004, 3. So, you know, when this film just came out, Rocky Master, Jackie Chan, 2003, 2004. You know, our parents actually warned us not to watch that movie because we were young and we were stubborn because of the fight and everything. So we watched when our parents left home. Myself, my siblings, we went to watch that film. Put it, they said, we watch the movie. So not knowing that our last born too was watching. So not knowing that the guy was copying the drunky master of the
The
so
skills.
before we know it, the guy went to drink kankai. Because my dad has roots, all these roots.
Oh my God.
Our last born went inside to go and drink kankai. You understand? So before we know it, we couldn't see where last born. When we now saw him, he was already dozing, sleeping, drunk. So my other sister was, what will we do? What should we do? The guy was, so he was not sleeping. And whenever my dad comes back from work, now our last born, now they first go,
Hey, go big.
daddy. So by the time my dad came, where is my son? That time my other sister has already run away. So where is my son? I would say, he's sleeping. I would say, sleeping by this time. He can't sleep by this time. Go and bring him for me.
Yeah.
And I said, Daddy, he's sleeping now. He said, no, he can't sleep. I want to see him.
Yeah.
So we were trying to hide the old thing so that you will not get to
You will not know.
My dad got up, went to the room, saw him sleeping.
Yeah.
So woke him up. Oga. By the time the guy woke up, the guy
Hey. Imagine.
all of us we ran away from the house because
Yeah.
not trouble because they warned us not to watch.
What not
that
to
thing.
watch.
You understand? And another thing that happened was that because of that same movie, my elder brother used karat to break somebody's hand. Dislocate these guys because let's go and practice. You know.
Yeah.
I was there. Me, I sat down. I said, I don't want to throw karat. So my elder brother said, let's go and try it now. So he used karat,
Accomplice.
he hit the guy on his hand. The ankle dislocated. Although they later, you understand?
Yeah.
So I believe those were the reasons why that's the reason why our
It
parents
could have
were
been
trying to-
avoided if
if we didn't watch that movie because that movie
Yes.
was popular then.
Yeah.
You understand? Those things happen. Hand broke. My younger brother
You know.
drank kankai.
You
want
know.
to do the druggy.
Yeah.
So, I believe parents have a reason for trying
for
to
saying that
control
lots
the
of things will be
that-
avoided if we
Yes.
actually listen to them. Most of the mistakes, some of the mistakes we've made, you understand. If we want to be honest, if we actually listen to them,
So,
some of those
yeah,
things
yeah.
we wouldn't have done them. So yeah.
Then
so
we should also make them see the reason why.
Reason why. Yeah.
yes.
They need to-
don't just
they need
say
to-
don't do it. Don't do this
don't do-
because
Let them see the reason why they should
they
not.
shouldn't.
It will help
Wow.
them.
Thank you
you
so
so
much,
much,
Mama. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with us. This has been an awesome amazing time, honestly. What an amazing time we've had. I believe you've learned one or two from everything that has been discussed here today. All right, so, but please do us a favor, like this video. Please ask them to like our video, please. Like this video.
video.
Please
And share.
comment. Make the comment section very interactive. Share our videos and subscribe to our channel.
And if you have any question that you'd like us to talk about,
Yes.
put it on the comment
free
section.
to
We'll
put
treat
it.
it on our next episode.
Yeah, till we come your way again, stay blessed. Bye.
Bye.